Okay, let's start with this. I did not come to the Philippines expecting to find a whole new family tree. My plan was simple. I came for two things: beautiful beaches and sweet mangoes. That was it. My name's Ashley. I'm a 27-year-old blonde girl from Los Angeles. You know the type. The kind who packs 3 bikinis and only 1 pair of jeans because, hey, it's always summer somewhere. And this time, my summer destination was the famous Boracay. White sand, turquoise water, clear blue skies. Instagram filters are completely optional there. But before we even set foot on that paradise island, something incredibly, uniquely Filipino happened. My friend Jessa, who is Filipino and invited me to join her and her cousins on this trip, told me we had to make just one quick stop before catching the boat to Boracay. She said, "Just one stop, I promise. My family is having something like a reunion today. We'll only stay for a little bit." What she actually meant was, I was about to get adopted by about 89 strangers, and I had absolutely no say in the matter. When we pulled up, I was genuinely confused. I thought we were at the wrong place. There were balloons everywhere, long tables set up, colorful streamers hanging from the trees, and a giant banner that read, "De la Cruz Clan Reunion, Batch 2025. I turned to Jessa, completely bewildered, and asked, "Wait, this is a reunion? Like, a full-on family reunion? Aren't we kind of intruding?" She just gave me this huge grin and said, "No, it's totally fine. Filipinos love visitors." And as I would soon find out, that was the understatement of the century. We walked into what I can only describe as a mix between a massive birthday party, an all-you-can-eat buffet hall, and a live concert venue. People were everywhere, laughing and eating. Kids were running around screaming with joy. In one corner, a grandma was getting her groove on, dancing to ABBA, and before I could even manage a simple hello, someone I'd never met before shoved a plate into my hand. It was loaded with pancit, a mountain of rice, crispy lumpia, and what I now know was lechon, a whole roasted pig, the star of the show. "Eat, anak," said this lovely older woman I had never seen in my life. Anak, I later learned that means child. That was the first time I was called that, and it was the first of many, many, many times that day. I found a seat, thinking I could just blend in. You know, be polite, quiet, just your average visiting blonde American girl in a sea of wonderful brown-eyed cousins who may or may not all be related to each other. Oh, how wrong I was. Within 10 minutes, I was surrounded by 3 aunties who wanted to know everything: where I lived, if I was single, and the very important question of whether I preferred rice over bread. 20 minutes in, I was being introduced to multiple Titas, that what you call aunts, who all seemed to think I looked like I belonged in a TV commercial for whitening lotion. It was hilarious. And just when I thought the interrogation was over, a man holding a grilled chicken leg in one hand and a beer in the other walked right up to me. He just stared. For long enough that it started to feel a little weird. Then he pointed the chicken leg at me and declared, "You look like my cousin's daughter. Maybe you are related to us?" And that's when it hit me. In the Philippines, everyone might actually be related. Or, if you're not, they'll just find a way to make you family anyway. From there, things escalated incredibly fast. One of Jessa's uncles, Uncle Bong, decided that I absolutely needed to sing. He came over, full of energy, and said, "Ashley, we have karaoke. Come, you sing Whitney Houston." I tried to refuse. I really did. But here's a travel tip. You do not say no to karaoke in the Philippines. It's a national law, I think. So, next thing I know, I'm on a makeshift stage, microphone in hand, doing probably the most average version of Dancing Queen the world has ever heard. But you wouldn't know it from the crowd's reaction. The entire family cheered for me like I was Beyoncé performing at a sold-out stadium tour. Someone yelled, "Ay, puede na! She is one of us now!" Somewhere between the delicious pancit, the endless family photos, the karaoke performance, and a spontaneous group prayer that everyone joined in on, I felt it. I wasn't just a tourist anymore. I was a daughter, a cousin, a niece. I was part of the clan, an honorary de la Cruz. Even though I'm 47% sure we aren't actually related by blood, I'm 100% sure that they could not care less. By the time we had to leave, I had been hugged at least 14 times, been fed dessert 3 separate times, and was asked twice if I wanted to move to the Philippines for good. And as we were leaving, I was handed enough food in plastic containers to open my own mini restaurant. Take this on your trip, you'll get hungry on the boat. I don't think they quite understood that I was going to a resort with a buffet breakfast, but I wasn't about to argue with that level of generosity. As we finally drove away, me being slightly sunburned, completely overfed, and just emotionally overwhelmed in the best way possible, I looked at Jessa and said, "I thought we were just stopping by for a few minutes. I thought this was just a quick visit." She just laughed. "It was supposed to be, but they like you, so now you're family." And honestly, I get it now. Filipino families don't just welcome you, they absorb you. They feed you until you can't move, they cheer for your terrible karaoke, they give you leftovers and unsolicited life advice, and they offer you an emotional support cheesecake. And there is no going back once they start calling you anak. So, here's my advice to you. Next time someone invites you to a Filipino family reunion, don't even hesitate. Just go. You'll get fed, you'll be praised, you'll probably be forced to sing in a karaoke contest, and you might even get added to the family group chat. Which is exactly how I, a blonde American girl from LA with a freshly stamped passport, accidentally became about 47% Filipino through food, laughter, and pure vibes alone. Thanks for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you in the next one.